Hey everyone, it's Miriam. It's another day working on this one. We're getting close to the finish line. I wanted to get you guys up close so you can see the face. I've put another layer on it today, and yeah, we're just really trying to get into it. I gotta do the eyes next, so I figured I'd take you guys live with me for that. Let me get my palette. Someone on the it was either the last live stream or the one before that suggested doing a playlist of copyright-free music, and whoever suggested that, thank you. Clutch idea. Now we don't have to sit here in awkward silence together. But if you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask. I am, I don't know, maybe some of you will find this interesting, maybe some of you won't, but I am not looking at, I have a reference for this, but I'm purposely not looking at it for this stage because I really just want to focus on the form, making sure I have that all nailed everywhere. Because I think for me personally, sometimes I get so caught up in looking at the reference. Your eyes start to play tricks on you, and you think you're like, oh yeah, I've copied the photo, I've copied my reference fine enough, but then it still somehow turns out flat. And so this is one way that I can avoid that. Oh, hey Maddie, thank you. Someone said I like your art. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. This is pretty traditional for what I'm used to. But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm learning a lot by painting these. I think that's my favorite part. If you guys have been following my process, or following the different stages of this painting so far, I made her lips a lot redder. I don't know if I like it though. I think I might go back to the more muted purpley type of lips, but I don't know. Someone said I love her. I feel like she has a story behind her. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to show you guys actually. So I'm working on these cheekbones here, and okay, so really trying to make these areas come out in space, right? And I just want to show you how high chroma those colors are, how saturated. It might be hard to tell in the live stream, but it's so orange, so bright. Um, I'm really just working that into those areas to make this stand out in space, to feel like it's coming forward, like 3D, if that makes sense. Someone said, I'm from Nepal, Mount Everest. I love your style and painting. You're amazing. Thank you. And oh my gosh, um, do you have just the most beautiful views ever? I've never been to Nepal, but I feel like it would be so beautiful. I actually do have one, I'm not using it as a reference per se, but I do have one image pulled up at the moment. It's a famous painting that is maybe not, I'm not using it as inspiration, but it's giving, oh, I'm trying to think of what the right word is, trying to embody the spirit of it. And I'm curious if anyone on can guess what painting it is. Famous painting. Oh, someone said every day I seem to become more beautiful. Hey, thanks, Kartik. You put the music, yes. Was it you that suggested it? I appreciate it. The music makes a big difference. Oh, Fluffy Dragon Cat. I was just scrolling through YouTube and saw your stream. Just had to stop by. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I am on a deadline now for this painting. Got to get it done by the end of the weekend. Okay. Let's bring this cheekbone out a little bit. And I've talked about it before, but one of the things you guys might notice when I mumble, like I just said, let's bring this cheekbone out a little bit. I'm always trying to talk mentally in my head in terms of space versus terms of value. So instead of saying I need to make this cheekbone lighter, you know, I need to bring it out in space, or I need to push it back in space. It really helps me get in the right mindset for a painting like this and to think three-dimensionally. All right, I think we're gonna get into the eyes now. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna let the face dry and then fix some of this. We're a little green. It might be hard to tell in the live stream, but we're a little green in this area. I need to adjust that. But I think we should start to work on these eyes, and I'll show you guys how. Let me see, I think this is dry. Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, okay. So the eyes are dry. I worked on them yesterday. So I'm going to show you how I start a new layer on the eyes. I don't know the name, but I saw your editing video. Can you tell the reference name? Oh, the famous, the painting. It's, so I'm not using this one as a reference. I just like to have it nearby. It's, I guess it's inspiring me. I don't know, but it's Lady Agnew. Oh, Lady in Black is a good guess. Yeah, but yeah. This one's actually, it's Lady Agnew that I have close by. You got the painter. All right. Get a good brush. Okay, so I'm using a really small brush for this. This painting is fairly small. Like, here's the size of my hand. So her head is smaller than my hand. This is smaller than by Sargent, yes. Yes, Sargent. But her head is smaller than my hand. This is smaller than I, normally like to do. So that's why we're using such a small brush right now. And it's gonna be the Princeton Select Round Petite in a size 12/0. All right, so I have a little bit of my medium here. And I'm just going to rub a little bit in. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my actual, okay. All right, so I'm just rubbing a little bit of it in, and then I'm gonna mix my color. And mix a warm, dark, saturated color. Hopefully you guys can see all right. Okay, so I'm just gonna start working this into this area. And the only thing this is really doing right now, it might be hard to see because it's not, you can see how thin, how transparent this is. It's not like it's leaving down paint, but it is softening all these edges, unifying all the tones in this area so that when I do go in with paint, I can work wet into wet, and I just have this nice unified kind of look. Do a little bit on the bottom. This is actually wet paint on the bottom lid, I know that, because I was working in that area. Sorry, but which lady? Oh, I'll show you. Her name is, so the painting is, it's Lady Agnew. I just put it away. Let me pull it back up. There we go. Can you guys even see, like, this area is so tiny. Can you guys see the changes that I'm making there? If I need to get y'all closer, I'll put y'all closer. Someone said, do you sell your paintings? Do you have any site where we could see all your masterpieces? I do have a website and I do sell my work on there. However, all the recent pieces that I'm working on now are all for a show, a group show that I'm going to be a part of in August at Arcadia Gallery. Super excited for it. So none of these ones are for sale at the moment. It's so difficult to see changes. Let's see if I can get y'all closer. It's hard because if I put you too close, then I can't see the comments. There we go. Hopefully that works. Can't see the eye, but no biggie. All right, hopefully that's, let me know if this is better. Yeah, it's better. Okay, awesome. She is staring into my soul. Yeah, she's got quite the intense gaze going on right now. So some of the changes, because this area is like so small, when I'm going in and I'm working these areas, I usually start from the middle out. And so I'll work an area in and blend it out and then make changes spread out from that area, if that makes sense. So you'll see like this red, I want to make the inside of her eye red in this corner. But I kind of rubbed it, I don't know if you guys see, like I'm rubbing it all over. And so then when I go in to work on the eye, I'm gonna make changes over that red. But that's one way that helps me make sure all my colors blend in cohesively and that I don't have any kind of stark lines. Oh, someone said you could go live on your exhibition or record so we can see. That's a good idea. Someone said lines with the devil. Yeah. Oh, hey, thanks, Lucas. That is kind of you to say. We'll see. It's a big group show. I think there's like 70 artists in it. Like, it's huge. But it's like with my dream gallery. Someone said, how did you become an artist? That's actually kind of a silly story. So I've told you guys before, during COVID, I started taking art, I took an art class, and I just kind of became obsessed with it. And I wanted to document my journey to see, just to see my progress over time. And I started posting my videos on TikTok. And one day, it's so funny actually. So the video that I posted just so happened, I was sitting in front of the TV painting, and it just so happened to have Donald Trump and Joe Biden debating on the background. It was during the presidential debate. And the video ended up going viral. And not a single person commented about my art. Like, all the comments were about the debate going on. But I ended up getting a bunch of followers from that. And then from there, things just kind of spiraled. And it very quickly, within a year, became my job, which is just kind of crazy. If I could, someday if you can share your starting work, that would be inspiring. I do have a lot of it still on Instagram. I have hidden a bunch, though, I will say. Do you do an underpainting during your process of creating? So not like a traditional painting. I just go straight to the canvas with my paint. I will block out my big shapes, and I'll block out, shadows, stuff like that, but not like a traditional underpainting. Can you guys see those little changes that I'm making here? I'm trying to add some highlights to the bottom of this eye. I'm just curious if you guys can, if the stream is clear enough to see these little tiny changes. So I'll probably, like some of these changes I'm making uh, are a bit extreme, but I'd rather have, sorry, do you guys hear me trying to hold my breath to get these tiny little things? I'm like, I don't want my hand to shake. Um, but no, what was I saying? Oh, so some of these changes are a bit extreme in this area, but I'm going to end up glazing over everything anyways, and it's going to unify it. So I'm not too worried. Okay, I want to work on the part that I've been most excited to work on, and that is the brow ridge. Just zooming in on my reference. Okay. This needs a lot of work. I really want it to look like the brow or the upper eyelid is kind of hanging over parts of the eye. This is challenging because we have, like in this one area, I have some of my darkest darks up against some of my lightest lights. And that transition has to be absolutely perfect or else it kind of ruins the whole effect. Hey, thank you, Beep Boops. Said this is awesome. I appreciate that. Hey, Cara. I'm glad you found the channel too. All right. Bottom lids are looking a little flat, so I'm gonna mix up, let's see, can you guys still see my palette? Oh, someone said I don't see it mentioned anywhere, but is this oils you're using? Yes, this is all oil paints. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up a color for her under her lid. And we're gonna do a little Cremance white, a little vermilion, and maybe a little bit of Naples yellow. All right, I'm gonna start with that. It's too dark, but I'm gonna end up adding white in there, and when it blends all out, it should look good. Oh my gosh, I have a question for you guys. So I told you guys you're really close to the painting right now, but also I'm having to get really close to work in these little areas. Can you guys see me like an inch away, mouth breathing, painting when I get up close like this? I'm feeling incredibly embarrassed right now if you guys have been watching me do that this whole time. Okay, no, just your hand. Okay, woo. Had me nervous there for a second. Just a bit, but I do the same when working. Oh my gosh. Isn't that so stressful? Yay, she has a bottom eyelid now. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with like straight Cremance white. Now, typically I don't suggest going in just with white, but this is a transparent white. And when I mix it in there with it, it'll be just fine. Jolly Roger says, "Hey Miriam, you're doing the lives every day. It is so great motivation to see how talented you are. I love to do my paintings how you do." Oh, well, I have been trying to go on live much more often. But I don't know if I'll be doing it every day. I've been doing it every day simply because I've been working on these paintings every day. But I need to have these finished by Friday. I'm a little nervous. Might have to pull an all-nighter to get them done. And then I take a week off, and then I'll probably be back on live after that. Oh, sorry, I just shook you guys. Oh, someone says they like the tighter shot. Good. Someone asked, are you self-taught or have you attended an institution? I'm self-taught in the sense that I have learned off of YouTube, Instagram, signing up for little online classes here and there. So I guess if you call that self-taught, then yes. I never went to like a art school or anything. Someone said I sometimes resemble a drooling idiot when concentrating on a painting. You and me both, Felicia. Let's see. I do. I could use a cup of coffee right now. I've got to pick up the kids from summer camp soon. So I'll be taking a break from painting, and then hopefully once they go to bed, I can keep working. All right. Oh, little fuzz. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm doing like a lot of overpainting. Like the whites of the eyes here, into the bottom lid. I'm really not trying to be particular about where the colors are. I'd rather the colors all blend together than you know, be exactly precise on where they all go. Might have just made her eye too long with that one. Oh, what's the size of the brush? Oh, it's super small. A 12/0. I don't know if it'll focus. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take a break for now. But thank you guys for painting with me today, and hope you all have a good one. Bye.